Hey guys, Adam Kruger here for Hollywood Junket. We're here with Edson and Jaja, who danced a Misha Gabriel hip hop routine tonight. And I'm gonna out of the way first. I liked it. I liked it. The judges were kind of split. Paula loved it. The rest were kind of sort of all over the place about it. Talk to us about how does that feel when the first judge comes out and says, "Hey, it was amazing," and then all of a sudden you get, "Well, not so much" from the rest of them. How does that?
It was weird just to hear the word basic. I mean, if anything, maybe like small like technical issues or like energy issues or performance errors or whatever. But to hear the word that the choreography was basic and it just wasn't enough. I mean, I'm a stage dancer, but still, I know that choreography was not basic. The intricacy in it, the levels, the dynamics of it, and the style, most of all of it, was not easy to do.
Definitely not. I'm a hip hop dancer, and I have to say the choreography was not basic, and the judges need to learn it and try it.
Wow, she just threw down right there. That's a challenge, I think.
Yes, definitely.
Hopefully they're watching and maybe they're going to learn the routine and then show you next week.
Yeah, they should do it either next week or maybe for the final. You know, I will give you time, guys, to practice for the final, so you guys can show us.
You can borrow our costumes.
Yeah.
I like that plan. I think that's good. Now, at the beginning, I remember like in the package, you know, they were talking about how you kind of were like shy about it and it was hard to kind of. But when it came time for the routine, I thought you found your swagger. What happened between like the like the prep and the performance? Where like what clicked in your head?
I'm very, very crucial and critical on myself, and I'm very, very hard on myself regardless of what the style is. And I feel like with Misha and Jaja, just reassurance and encouragement like constantly was what really helped me feel comfortable with the routine.
Cool. And for you?
For me, there were some struggles, you know, because the choreography was not basic, you know.
Definitely not basic choreography.
So there was some stress, some frustration, and we were working it out until like the last hour before the show. And in the last hour before the show, we finally found the enjoyment, the connection, and we were like, okay, we are about to kill it right now.
And I thought you guys did. There was, I remember one moment where you were uncomfortable. And you were uncomfortable with something, and I'm not sure, like, were things changed? Did you guys, like, with the choreographer, like, if there's something that's, like, super uncomfortable for you guys, do they sometimes take it out, or is it, this is what we have to do?
We found, like, a comfortable medium as far as, like, being respectful of Jaja and her facility and what she feels is okay, and then, of course, with myself, I don't want to be disrespectful with my partner, and I want her to feel comfortable and trusting, so we just did modifications to where it was okay with what we had to do on the floor.
I think honesty is the best way always, and the way you say stuff, you know. So I think the respect was there, and I'm really happy. We had a great partnership.
You guys had, I thought, great chemistry. I find that, you know, and I've asked this from a lot of people. I want your take on it too. You're dancing with different people every week. How do you fabricate the chemistry? Is it there already, or is it something that you guys have to work on in order to have that, you know, come out on stage?
I think sometimes we have to work on it because you are dancing with a new partner every week and you don't always know the person because, I mean, we rehearse every day, all day, so we don't have time to get to know each other and find the friendships and stuff like that, you know? So it's always a challenge to find the connections there with the new partner.
Definitely, I totally agree. It's just finding yourselves within each other as the week progresses, and the comfortability. I made up this word, I guess, today because nobody thinks it's a word, but the comfortability gets better and better with each other as like each day goes, and even to the last hours, it got stronger.
For the record, I think it is a word.
Okay. Someone told me comfortability was not a word.
No, you know what? It is. From here on out, it's a word.
That's fine.
Okay, it's on camera. It's a word.
Dictionary.
So, there you go. So, last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the closing numbers that we did tonight, which I thought were phenomenal. You gave me beard envy. You did. I was like, wow, I cannot grow a beard, and I know you can't either. But still, it was creepy. It was like, how did it feel to kind of, you know, A, put yourself in a beard, and B, you know, really, because you embraced it. Most women would not. They would just be embarrassed about it. You went for it, and it was awesome. Tell us about that.
I was super excited for that. It was actually one of my favorite moments on the show to have the beard, and you know, like, and it was a real beard. Okay, it was real from real hair. You know, so when they put it on me the first time, I was a little bit like, this is weird because I have somebody else's beard on my face. You know, but I mean, I love the character definitely.
It was awesome. You got to dance with Sonia Taye. I mean, insanely amazing. First of all, what was it like working with Sonia? How did you feel about that piece? I mean, it was gorgeous. I'm going to use the word gorgeous because it was. Tell us about your experience with that.
I mean, I've only gotten to work with Sonia both the last year and this year in Vegas round. So everybody on Team Stage has been like itching to work with her. And Sonia has a very, very different way of approaching us as dancers. And when we went through the week, it was more of treating us like adults and equals and making us feel comfortable and understanding the intentions behind all of her movements and not just making it choreography and just put on a sad face. We were all in tears before we went onto the stage. Like the embrace that we all had with one another on that floor was just, it was surreal, and it was very, very different than in the other weeks. And we all felt very prepared at the beginning of the week, just with the energy she gave us and the energy we were able to offer back from her energy. So,
well, you guys are breathing together as one every single time you come out on stage, whether it's from stage or street or both or together or alone. You guys are doing great. You're in the top 10. That's amazing. Tour, right? So, guys, thank you so much. Best of luck to both of you. You guys are, I knew you'd be in the top 10. I'm going to say that now. It's easy to say, right? Because you're there already, but I mean it. Edson and Jaja, Hollywood Junket.